Hi guys, how are you? You know what I just realized today? I don't really make soups very frequently, and I feel like soup is such a great thing to eat. So I decided to remedy that by making soup today. It's a carrot and leek soup, but it's a little bit spicy from harissa, so it's a spicy carrot soup. Start off by cutting up your leek. Now, leeks can be very, very dirty, especially in this little area here that's like right attached to the part where it starts to get dark green. I removed the dark green parts, and I'm using the light green and the very pale part. And I'm slicing it first, and then I'm going to just put it into a bowl of water and just sort of let it soak, swish it around a little bit to loosen all of the grit. I find that if you can slice your leeks first, it's much easier to get them clean. Sometimes the recipes call for whole leeks, like in a braised leek recipe, and you have to rinse them by pulling back the leaves under running water. But luckily for me, today I don't have to do that. So put them in a large bowl of cold water, swish them around. I like to just let them sit there for a few minutes, so I'm going to do that while I cut up my carrots, and then I'll come back and then scoop them out. Hopefully all the grit will have sunk to the bottom. This is 6 medium carrots. So this is a kind of small recipe. It serves 4, but just serves 4. So if you want to, you can double it. Soups are great that way. You can double and triple them, and they're usually just as good as if you follow the original recipe. So cut your carrots into 1/4-inch pieces. One of the cool things about this soup is that you simmer all the ingredients together for about 12 minutes, and then you puree some of it and leave some of it chunky, so you get a sort of self-thickened soup, no flour, potatoes, or anything. It's really great. Lift out your leeks and leave any grit in the bottom. Sometimes if you're buying your leeks at the farmer's market and it's recently rained, they'll be really, really dirty, and you may need to wash them more than once. If there are pieces like this that the grit hasn't released from, you can get rid of that piece. But other than that, most of the dirt has sunk to the bottom. All right, good enough. Then you want to pat them dry. You don't want them too wet when you're sauteing them, which is what I'm going to do now. So you're going to heat a tablespoon of oil in a saucepan. So add the leeks. You're going to saute those and soften them first before you add your carrot. It can take up to 4 or 5 minutes. I like to sprinkle with a little bit of salt right now to release some of the liquid. It would help soften them more quickly and intensifies the flavor. So let that cook for about 4 or 5 minutes. So these have gotten nice and soft. It's been about 4 or 5 minutes. Now I'm going to add the carrots and give them a little saute. They need to saute too to build some flavor, about 10 minutes. That spice I promised, it comes from harissa. Some are spicier. Find one that you like. This is calling for 2 teaspoons. Garlicky, spicy deliciousness that you can put on pretty much everything. You're just looking to develop a little bit of flavor here with the carrots. Soften them a little bit before you add the broth. So that's what I'm doing. 8 to 10 minutes of sauteing. Once you've sauteed your carrots, everything seems like delicious and almost ready to eat. You add your broth. It's 3 cups of broth. It can be chicken, it can be vegetable. If you're a vegetarian, you can certainly make this vegetarian. I'm not a vegetarian, so chicken broth for me. Give it a stir, bring it up to a boil, reduce it to a simmer, and cook until the carrots are tender. And that can take about 10-12 minutes. It depends. You've already pre-sauteed them, so it shouldn't take too long. Tender, ready to go. Turn it off. You want to puree about half. Now be careful because this liquid, clearly I'm taking it directly off the stove. You should probably let it sit just a couple of minutes, but I like to live life on the edge, so I'm not gonna. So when soup is very, very hot and you're blending it, we usually recommend removing the plastic top. That allows the steam to escape and not build up inside. And then just cover it with a towel. And then blend. That's it. Then you return your blended soup to your unblended soup and combine. Stir it around. And then you have, you know, it's sort of semi-thickened. It's not super thick, it's thin. I mean, this isn't like hearty, hearty dinner soup. It's like a nice, elegant lunch soup. Maybe serve a salad with this or some bread and you can have it as a nice light dinner. You're getting a few pieces of carrot, a little bit of spice, a little bit of love. You can't see the carrots, they're not floating. How about some chopped parsley? I'm bound and determined to bring back curly parsley, so I'm using curly parsley on my soup because I want everybody to eat curly parsley from now on. I feel like it got a bad rap. It's like on the side of every plate. Start putting it in your food. Tell me how you like it. I'm gonna add a little bit more harissa because I'm a spice head, maybe a little bit of black pepper, and then eat up. It's super duper easy. You saw what I just did. It was basically no work at all. And it's so good. Guys, I'm gonna make a lot more soups from now on, I promise. Enjoy this one.